Now that's more like it. Standing triumphant at WrestleMania 41 thanks to you. Something I really like about this slingshot technology is I'm not restricted to only my matches. I have the power to jump into the boots of other superstars and change the course of their career too. And I can think of no better choice than the main event of 1997 Survivor Series. That's right, the infamous night that saw Bret Hart defend his championship against Shawn Michaels. They had so many epic battles, but after a particularly painful loss to Michaels at WrestleMania 12, Bret would take a sabbatical from WWE, eventually returning late in 1996. By the spring of 1997, things were much different than WWE. Bret and his family had reformed a bigger and better Hart Foundation, while Shawn and his friends created DX.
Are you ready?
The two groups despised each other, and after months of chaos, it all led to Survivor Series. And it was on that night that Shawn would steal the championship and send Bret Hart packing to WCW in an event known as the Montreal Screwjob. It's no secret that I'm a Bret Hart fan, and I consider him one of the greatest of all time. So let's hop into Bret's boots and take on Shawn Michaels in his prime, something I never got to do. The plan is simple. Avoid the sharpshooter, and we'll be okay. But if Shawn can apply the hold, we know exactly what is gonna happen. Slingshot Tech, take us to the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE Championship.
Possibly the two biggest egos in all of wrestling history are about to collide here tonight.
From San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the WWE European Champion, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
How many times have we heard Shawn Michaels say, "I won't lay down for anybody"? And how many times have we heard Bret say, he's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be? It is put up or shut up time for both men.
Shawn Michaels certainly not endearing himself to the fans here in Canada.
Oh, HBK is arrogant, but he is the greatest athlete in the history of world wrestling entertainment, bar none.
I'd like to see you tell Bret Hart that. You can feel the electricity.
His opponent from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, weighing in at 234 pounds, he is the WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
And what an ovation for the 21-year veteran who debuted at the age of 19 in 1976 in Calgary.
Shawn Michaels would not allow D-Generation X to accompany him to the ring tonight, and likewise, Bret Hart would not allow the Hart Foundation to accompany him either.
You know, this is not about the money. This might not even be about the title.
These two men truly believe in their hearts that they are the better man.
Come on, guys. Let's not kid ourselves. This is all about power. You know it, and I know it.
The WWE Championship, one of the most highly contested titles in the world of professional wrestling. Will Bret Hart remain champion? Will Shawn Michaels carry the gold once again?
This has been one of the most heated rivalries we've ever seen. Bret and Shawn are just so diametrically opposite. I don't think there's any way they could ever coexist peacefully.
It's really a matter of pride versus arrogance, and each of them are guilty of both. You can literally feel how much tension there is in the air here in Montreal.
It's been rumored that if he loses here tonight, this might be Bret's last match in the WWE. That just adds to how much is on the line here.
Shawn is in the zone and letting the opposition know it.
HBK looking to attack from above.
Lift off! Good Lord! Taking flight!
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing.
Had Michaels scouted there. His Canadian biased crowd continues to let Shawn Michaels know what they think about him. A very hostile environment for HBK.
Yeah, and Shawn has never done himself any favors towards changing their opinion either. At least we can say Michaels isn't prejudiced to who he insults. If you have a pulse, you're fair game. I can't think of two men who are more equally matched than Shawn and Bret. This has been an absolutely incredible year for both of them, possibly the pinnacle of both of their careers.
It'll be interesting to see what the deciding factor in this match is. Right now, you have to think this is all about surviving here at Survivor Series. Every shot these two throw at each other tonight is being delivered with such venom, such disdain.
Oh, that's to be expected the way these two have been exchanging verbal jabs at each other for a long time now.
I can only put it this way. The words Bret and Shawn use for each other are not...
The champ is pinned. We might have a new champion here. And the champ doesn't even let the count start.
He completely powered out of that pin attempt.
Boom! Read that one.
Trading counters and reversals back and forth.
Retaliation from the Hitman. And an inverted atomic drop.
Going nuclear with an atomic drop.
Attacking the torso again, doing a little more damage. And if Bret Hart isolates the leg and feels the advantage in the legs, Wade, he won't go anywhere else.
You're right, because all that's in the back of his mind is...
And look at this now, bad intentions coming with this hold. Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. Figure four. Leg lock.
Needs to find a way out, reversing the pressure. That'll break the hold.
Reversal. And that turns things around.
Strong kick to the body, drops their opponent. What do they have in mind here? The leg is captured. Uh-oh, figure four around the ring post.
Ring post figure four by Bret Hart.
Bret's bent on destroying HBK with moves like that.
And an inverted atomic drop. And to speak on the elephant in the room, yes, there's been a lot of speculation that if Bret Hart loses this match, this will be his last match in WWE.
Yeah, I tried to get a word from the Hitman earlier today about the rumors, but I was quickly escorted away by his Hart Foundation brethren.
It's a rumor cloud that hangs above the collective minds of this capacity crowd. Such an anxious feeling inside this arena.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it.
Gonna have to get back in the ring here. The ref's count is getting higher. Was getting close to a count out there, but managed to get back in the ring. Good old Soviet leg sweep.
Disheartening position for HBK.
Hitman proving he's done his homework on HBK right here.
Quickly rolling out of the ring to the ringside area.
And Bret up the top rope with the referee knocked down, guys.
Well, took down Shawn Michaels, but accidentally took down the ref in the process. And at this point, all bets are off.
Michaels to the eyes of the Hitman. Shawn taking advantage of the referee's state at the moment. But what is HBK thinking now? Oh,
and now looking for a sharpshooter. Bret Hart's own move. Shawn Michaels trying to turn him on his belly.
And the referee dropped once again as Bret kicked Michaels away.
And another ref's in.
What is going on here?
I guess we're not going to get a screw job tonight, Wade. Oh, stiff uppercut.
And he finds a way to elude that attack.
Nice takedown. Gonna step through into the vintage sharpshooter from Bret Hart. Sharp. Bret retains the title.
Here is your winner and still WWE Champion, Bret Hitman Hart!
You can see him some hair already. Yeah, who knows what Bret is going to do now?
A lot of questions still unanswered here.
Feels good to execute some long overdue showcase justice. Now, I'd like to switch gears, indulge myself a little, and use this technology to go up against 3 WWE legends that I've dreamed of competing against in a WWE ring. First up is a trip to the land of the extreme, ECW. When I first made it to WWE, I started on their ECW brand, but I always wondered how I do in the original ECW. Who would I face, you ask? Who is CM Punk's dream ECW opponent? Well, you know me, I aim high. And if I went to ECW and didn't call out the king of the deathmatch, the hardcore icon, if I didn't call out Cactus Jack to show me what extreme truly means, then what am I even doing here? The most violent of Mick Foley's alter egos, Cactus Jack tormented foes in the United States, Puerto Rico, Japan, basically anywhere that had glass, barbed wire, and fire was a place he wanted to compete. But I'd want my match to be at Hardcore Heaven 1994, a show made famous when the fans threw so many chairs into the ring it covered both Cactus and Terry Funk as well.
Please do not throw chairs into the ring! Stop the chairs!
Cactus Jack was a master of the Falls Count Anywhere match. It allowed him to be at his very best, and that is exactly what I want here. Whether you take me into battle or side with Cactus, you need to know that you're going to be in for a fight. But proving yourself against CM Punk is just as valuable as proving yourself as CM Punk, so you win either way. And I get to live out my dream no matter what.
Is here and he is ready to return to the extreme.
Falls Count Anywhere in the ECW arena against Cactus Jack. I have a feeling that extreme will only be scratching the surface during this match.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
Taking nothing away from Punk, an ECW World Champion in his own right. Is he truly ready for tonight? Because the ECW that CM Punk was a part of and the ECW that Cactus Jack was a part of are two completely different breeds.
Very true, but Punk has always embodied the heart and soul of ECW, no matter what era. And we know he's got a big enough chip on his shoulder to want to prove that at any cost tonight.
What we should really worry about is what Cactus Jack plans to do to Punk's heart and soul tonight. Because if Cactus has his way, it won't be pretty. And it won't be for the faint of heart.
CM Punk ready to go to battle. Ready to stand toe-to-toe with ECW's infamous Cactus Jack.
A disturbed, violent man with his sights set on CM Punk.
From Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 287 pounds, Cactus Jack!
Whether it's in Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, Tokyo, Japan, or Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Cactus Jack is revered as the most sacred of all hardcore icons around the world. And with the Falls Count Anywhere stipulation tonight, he might just drag CM Punk all the way around the globe during this match. Two men who have no problem making a show of force to get their message across.
And there is no better stipulation in no better venue to make such a show of force than a Falls Count Anywhere match in the ECW arena.
Folks, I can already warn you, this match will not be for the fate of Hart. The war of words between these two men, CM Punk and Cactus Jack, has come and gone, and now it's time for a war of wills, a war of weapons, a war of whatever sadistic machinations have been running through these men's minds.
It does not get more hardcore than the ECW arena, especially
To the sky!
Oh, got the knees up just in time.
Beautiful suplex. Fisherman suplex. Beautiful Northern Lights suplex.
As these two extreme legends brawl, I just have to sit here and appreciate the atmosphere that we are seeing Falls Count Anywhere in one of the most famous arenas in wrestling history.
Indeed, the ECW arena has been where many extreme icons have been created. And in these hallowed halls, two legends are currently doing battle.
Let me correct you there, Michael Cole. I would definitely classify CM Punk as an extreme legend and an icon. But in this arena, Cactus Jack is something more than those things. He's damn near a deity in this building.
Cactus Jack can really brawl with the best of them, especially the more physical the match gets. In fact, that increased physicality only seems to fuel him even more in a fight.
Yeah, that's the sadistic nature of Cactus Jack in full effect. Cactus knows how to tap into something dangerous, something unpredictable, something that most superstars wouldn't even dare to go anywhere near. But as we all know, CM Punk is just built different. And when Punk has to, he can tap into something dangerous himself.
Not looking good in this position.
The shoulder taking a bad hit. This stage is no place for a battle. Cords, pyrotechnics, all kinds of danger. Powered up, but dropping behind, cranking the neck.
Inverted DDT.
Oh, CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. And things backstage are getting quickly out of hand.
Oh, they're done playing nice. They've got some serious aggression that needs to be worked out, and this just might be the best way to do it. To the eyes, desperate counter. A string of counters.
Double leg takedown. Gonna stack them up.
Oh, turning it around. I did not see this coming. He's abandoned that pin attempt completely.
Oof. Spinning kick to the gut.
Attacking the body. He finds an opening.
Pile driver. Spiked him.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into...
Not sure what he's thinking. Letting go here. What happens next is anyone's guess.
I can't wait to see.
Fighting up on the entrance stage. So much aggression on display here. These two showing no regard for their well-being.
Escape just in time. Pile driver.
Spiked him.
No good ever comes from fighting on the stage, and this should be no exception.
And now it's back to the ring for Punk.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
He might just be stalling for time here. High red district for CM Punk.
Perched up top.
Oh, huge miss right there. Leg drop.
Well-timed counter.
What's he being put in?
Pile driver. Looking to take it to the air now.
Launching. Body on body.
Wow. And he's looking for it again.
Perched up top.
Diving knee drop.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
And it's Cactus Jack with the reversal.
Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO. Jack already inflicting offense on Punk. We know Cactus is only getting started. Man, just squeezing the air out of him.
Crucial reverse.
Tight leg scissors squeezing their opponent and
Vicious. Beautiful side Russian leg sweep.
he wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Oh, look at this. Just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. To the arm. Terrible. Heading to ringside now. He's rummaging for some sort of equalizer underneath the ring. Moving into the ring.
Bang! God, that disturbing sound of the kendo snapping on flesh.
Taking full advantage of the foreign object in play here. Back-to-back attacks.
frustration and rage, and then some.
Punk never saw that coming. And Jack is finally able to mount some resistance with that.
Yeah, Jack's survival instincts are taking over.
Square shot in the back.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. No, it's the GTS. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs? Violent artistry, courtesy of Cactus Jack and CM Punk. That's what this bloodthirst. And Punk now lifting his opponent up and back down with a GTS. That could put Cactus Jack down for good. Grabbing hold of a kendo stick. This is getting better by the second.
And he turned it around.
Punk dodges out in time. Connected hard with the calf kick.
Back and forth, neither Punk nor Cactus Jack relenting. Talk about an absolute battle.
A battle of wills with both of these men showing the ultimate willpower. Just an all-time violent classic we're witnessing right now.
Caught that and reversed it.
Slips out of the way. Oh, I think I felt that one.
Countered into a jawbreaker.
What a severe suplex.
He's zoning in, has something big in store. Wow, this is turning into Swanson Street. Having trouble making it to a vertical base, and it looks like it's only going to get worse. Oh no, has him lined up for the kill shot.
Cactus answers back.
And he manages to escape just in.
Cactus Jack looking for the double arm DDT.
Has Cactus Jack delivered the exclamation?
Kick out right away by Punk. Still going.
It's not over yet. Start the chance. This is awesome.
Throwing everything in the kitchen sink in there.
From the top.
Fist directly to the gut. Caught in a bad spot. Oh, God. Face first. Absolutely no telling what's underneath the ring tonight.
Oh, he's about to leave his mark on the competition with that kendo stick.
Turns that back on CM Punk.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
DDT! Lights out. Just pounding away.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
Battle of counters. No one's getting their full offense in.
Oh, my goodness. What a double-handed shot.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep.
Busting out the heavy artillery once again. Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire.
Oh, man. Did you hear the snap of the kendo stick? And continuing to focus the attack on the head.
At this point,
Face first. Setting up.
The coach.
And he decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
Placing him in the corner. Punk's knee to the face. Oh, short on clothesline by Punk. Both of these men known for their expertise in match hypes like this. But CM Punk and Cactus Jack approach a falls count anywhere situation with differing skill sets. Wouldn't you say, Corey?
Absolutely. Punk's an amazing striker with great submission skills. With fewer rules to restrain him, I expect Punk to be even more brutal with his strikes and grappling. But
Uranagi by Punk. He turns it. And wait a second. Interesting turn of events here.
yeah, he just released the hold, and I'm racking my brain wondering why.
Cactus Jack is having problems here.
Oh, yeah. Punk's not backing down to Cactus here. Far from it.
Oh. And an elbow from the middle rope.
Well-placed elbow drop.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Returning to the ring now.
Well-aimed knee drop.
You have got to be kidding me. Using your body as a missile over and over again.
Both CM Punk and Cactus Jack are well known for their WWE careers, but they have interacted outside of this company.
Indeed, shortly before Punk joined WWE, the same side of Cactus Jack, known to the world as Mick Foley, approached Punk and tried to act as a voice of reason when Punk acted without honor.
And did Punk heed Foley's word? Absolutely not. Which just goes to prove, even if Punk respects the legacy of Cactus Jack, he will never be a follower to anyone.
Inverted DDT connects.
Oh!
What a kick.
Hitting kick.
These two men have held the biggest prize in WWE on multiple occasions. Both very proud champions.
Yes, Cole, both Cactus Jack and CM Punk now looking to reap the benefits of this dominance, dragging his opponent up onto the turnbuckles. High risk, high reward. You're damn right, the plunge.
Business here is all but over.
Cover. Good Lord. CM Punk just defeated Cactus Jack in the ECW arena.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
What a violent match this was. CM Punk has to be feeling some kind of catharsis, making it through this and, most importantly, making it through Cactus Jack.
While Punk may have won the battle, but the thing about a sadist like Cactus Jack is that he has no problem soldiering on with the war.
Yeah, CM Punk and Cactus Jack just went through hell here. But we know for a fact that's where Cactus Jack feels most comfortable. Win or lose. Punk deserves to celebrate, but he should also watch his back from now on.
Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends in matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you gonna back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm gonna do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Ready to try his hand at clobbering a rattlesnake.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
CM Punk has been in many epic battles, fought some of the all-time greats, but he's never faced a challenge like the Texas Rattlesnake.
But that's exactly what Punk came here for. He's not looking for a night off. Punk wants to test himself against a man who he thinks is one of the best to ever put on a pair of boots. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, but we'll see how Punk feels when those boots are stomping a mud hole in his chest.
Ready for this. I might even go so far as to say excited.
Well, it's not every day you get to tangle with a legend. Punk's dreamed of this chance to stare down Steve Austin. The Texas Rattlesnake is here, looking to hunt down CM Punk.
From Victoria, Texas, weighing in at 252 pounds, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Steve Austin looks ready for a fight.
And he looks even more ready to teach CM Punk a lesson.
CM Punk wanted this. He wanted his shot against Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Well, you get what you ask for, Punk. A tall, cold can of whoop-ass is about to be opened up in that ring. Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match. Leaning the table in the corner. What's he going for here? And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Back in the ring.
Table behind him now, not where you want to be.
Goes for the suplex, powered up high. Oh, but dropping behind and a chop block.
Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
Powerbomb position.
Simple but effective technique to get out of that.
And get sent right into the corner.
Knee to the face in the corner.
Clothesline after the knee to the face. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the Rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back. First up top. Oh, my! That's got to do it. There's no bouncing back from that.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Crank in the head. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
Just wailing away with that weapon like there's no tomorrow. This is getting damn dangerous. When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the Rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin,
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda Vice grip.
This is just the kind of message we were expecting. Nothing but aggression being shown here. And he just decides to end the hold.
wonder what he's thinking here.
Uh-oh.
Driving a fist to the stomach changes things around.
Counter by CM Punk.
CM Punk looking.
Uh-oh. And Punk gets countered there.
My word, colliding hard with that diamond-plated steel.
Austin getting in his opponent's face. I don't think the censors would like the venom that's coming out of the Rattlesnake's mouth right now.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. He kicks out before the count starts.
But after shrugging off the pin, how much can he really have left? Able to slip it. Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, GTS connects.
Now CM Punk needs to end this. Stealing a page straight from his opponent's playbook there.
Goes for the pin. He kicked out at 2.
That move has brought him so many victories, but almost brought him defeat just then.
Punk took his best shot.
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
Boom! GTS.
Is there any air left in Austin?
There's 2.
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
Here is your winner,
CM Punk, the best in the world, has stopped the Texas Rattlesnake.
But Austin did not go quietly. This was a no-holds-barred battle to remember. An iconic throwdown between two unruly troublemakers.
And we loved every second of it. Congratulations to CM Punk.
I have one last personal dream match that I'd like to make happen. And since I'm the one controlling the fancy fantasy time travel computer today, it's exactly what we're gonna do. He dominated the cruiserweight scene in WCW, then joined WWE, where he captured European, Intercontinental, and Tag Team Championships in short order. Eddie Guerrero was pure magic in the ring. And while I was still on the indie circuit, I watched Eddie return to WWE using his Latino heat to do the unthinkable. capture the WWE Championship.
Eddie to the top rope. Frog splash! Frog splash!
Lying, cheating, and stealing his way to the top was the only way Eddie knew how to get things done, and the fans loved him for it. I always hoped that when the day came that I signed with WWE, I'd have the opportunity to perform with Eddie once again. But for now, we'll let Slingshot Tech make the impossible possible. Just like my matches against Cactus Jack and Stone Cold, who you choose is on you. No matter who you choose and no matter what happens in the ring, we're still cool. And Eddie Guerrero will forever be loved and missed. Viva lo Asa, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for a match many thought we would never see. Eddie Guerrero versus CM Punk.
Just listen to this ovation for the Second City Saint.
CM Punk just soaking it in, feeding off his hometown crowd.
This is what Eddie knew he was walking into tonight. The loudest, most passionate ovation you may hear all year.
Yeah, Cole, but Eddie also knows you don't wrestle a crowd. Punk may be feeling invincible right now, but once that bell rings, it's just him and Eddie.
And when you face Eddie Guerrero, things get very real, very fast.
This is an emotional matchup for CM Punk, and you better believe Eddie knows that already. Two briefly crossed paths before Punk joined WWE.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of respect between the two of them right now, but once the bell rings, I expect that to all go out the window.
Latino Heat!
From El Paso, Texas, weighing 228 pounds, Eddie Guerrero.
Just look at that smirk on Eddie's face. He's eating this up, not being intimidated by all the noise, not being intimidated by Punk.
Eddie can match Punk with his technical ability, he can match him with his mental game, and he can match him on pure fighting spirit. And once upon a time, when they met in the ring before WWE, Eddie had the experience. You have to wonder if Eddie can exploit that and make Punk once again feel like a rookie.
You have to think that Eddie would love nothing more than to take the win from Punk here in front of his home crowd.
Yeah, Cole, but whenever CM Punk is in Chicago, he fights like a man absolutely possessed.
CM Punk squaring off against Eddie Guerrero. And just listen to this crowd here in Chicago.
They are feeling the heat indeed. The ring psychology we're about to witness from these two is something that will be studied for years.
Two men who met decades ago before either one reached their heights, but now Punk and Eddie are so evenly matched. This already might be a match of the year candidate.
DDT! CM Punk, Eddie Guerrero to it. Here we go. Blocked it. The knees up could provide a huge turnaround. And that prevents Eddie's attack.
Textbook snap suplex.
Climbing to the top. What's he have in store?
Up high. Tremendous impact.
This Chicago crowd getting even more excited. See it?
Watch out. Good Lord. Taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
This is going to be a slow, methodical match as much as it'll be a psychological one. Right now, I really can't tell who's got the advantage.
Punk and Eddie are so technically matched. I really think this one's going to come down to opportunities. Not only who can create them, but ultimately who can capitalize the fastest when those opportunities arise.
You know, so often when we have these dream matches, there's some sort of stipulation involved. But for Eddie and Punk, tonight's a pure wrestling match.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. Yes, both men are known to lie, cheat, and steal, but there's an art form to doing so within the limits of the rulebook. Plus, even though both men have lived in the land of extreme, I have a feeling both men will fight with honor tonight.
Stalking from above.
Blast off! Cross body from the top!
And the momentum is shifting away from Eddie.
Punk proving he's seen this movie before, and Eddie can't find an opening here.
And boom! Crossbody.
Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace. Power slam. Good night. CM Punk and Eddie Guerrero had a few matches with one another in 2002, which was less than 5 years removed from Punk's in-ring debut, only 3 years from when he decided to pursue professional wrestling. Oh, beautiful takedown for the victory. Punk powers out, still going strong.
He didn't even let the ref start the count.
Oh, man.
Oh, with authority. Wow, elbow. Uh-oh.
Quick maneuvering, managing to avoid that bit of offense. Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice, but I personally think it's strategic thinking. Staggering to his feet, he barely even knows where he is right now. Quick evasion from him there.
Oh, what a clubbing blow. He's able to reverse it. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. Heading back into the ring now. Oh, my Lord. What contact.
Latino Heat bringing a bit of a simmer to CM Punk as he starts to register some attacks.
Strong counter from Punk. Huge kick connects. And guys, Eddie's going to need to dig deep into his playbook if he wants to come back against Punk now.
Watching, waiting, and we know exactly what he's thinking. Check out the springboard. Whoa, just floating through the air.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Punk is not taking his eyes off Eddie for a second, and it is paying off.
I know CM Punk, and the man was always confident that he'd reach the mountaintop. Up in WWE, but
Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, go to sleep.
no way Eddie's coming back from that. Perched up top.
Diving knee drop. A steady stream of moves taking out Eddie.
Guerrero is showing some vulnerabilities in his game.
Gosh.
CM Punk has an in-ring IQ that's second to none. But I wonder if even he can plan for a man who immortalized the phrase, lie, cheat, and steal.
Corey, let's not discount that Punk has shown he can be underhanded.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
This is a man possessed. Going again.
Perched up top. Diving knee.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Just like that. Sent out of the ring. Headed out to ringside now. What does he have planned?
Eddie got out of the way. Just clubbing down.
Turns it around. Spinning kick to the gut. Outside of WWE, Punk and Eddie have had a handful of matches. But when it comes to singles bouts, the record between these men is tied at 1 win apiece, with a time limit draw as well.
You cannot ask for a more even rivalry than that, Michael Cole. Each man is going to pull out all of the stops to earn that final, decisive victory. Pile driver right on the top of the head.
Ascending the ropes. Look at the height. You gotta be kidding me.
A true sight to behold, only made better by that picture-perfect landing.
Dishing out a suplex. And he gets set back into the ring.
Oh, big mistake, and that error could be costly.
Oh, fisherman suplex.
Oh, here we go. Brain Buster. CM Punk headed to the
Blast off. Got the knees up just in time.
punch straight to the face. Stays.
Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now!
And for some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
Leaning him against the turnbuckle right here.
Punk never saw that coming. Suplex attempt. Able to go behind, though.
Escapes, and a chop block takes him down. Two men giving everything they have. Their legacies, their pride, all on the line tonight.
Yeah, and neither Eddie or Punk look like they're willing to... CM Punk hoists his opponent.
The go sweep GTS from Punk.
Will that sew this up for Punk?
There's two. Punk did it here in Chicago.
Here is your winner,
This has to mean so much more for Punk than just a win. Defeating your idol is something few people ever get to experience.
Let alone in front of your hometown, on your native soil.
You can just tell Punk is being overwhelmed with emotion right now.
Slingshot tech creating matches I only thought could happen in my wildest dreams is pretty awesome. But I see another application that, to this point, has not been attempted. I want to see Slingshot tech show me what could have been, too. One of the questions I get more than anything else is some variant of, what do you think would have happened if you stayed with WWE in 2014? Now we have a perfectly viable tool to at least attempt an answer. Hopefully, Slingshot tech is up to the task. While I may not know too much about what the future could have held, I do know that Triple H himself, after having sent his corporate goons after me following the Royal Rumble that year, was sizing me up for a matchup at WrestleMania 30. And I do know that if that match actually happened, I would have absolutely humiliated him in front of the world. Now, there's no question in my mind I'd have run right through him. I'd waited years for this chance. After all his tricks during the summer of 2011, bringing in his friends to attack me, using his corporate position to constantly stack the deck against me.
I'm not picking a fight. I'm just saying be careful who you push. Because you know I like to push back.
I was ready to bring it all back to him tenfold. I'd have buried him. But let's see if you can breathe life into my words. WrestleMania 30, CM Punk takes on Triple H. Time to play the game? Well, Hunter, I hope you realize that CM Punk doesn't play.
The COO, the next World Heavyweight Champion, the Cerebral Assassin, the most powerful man in WWE, Triple H is here.
From Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing in at 255 pounds, the King, Triple H!
CM Punk wanted the game, and CM Punk's got the game. Let this be a lesson. Be careful what you wish for. Triple H is a 13-time world champion. He lives in the spotlight, and CM Punk may be Icarus flying too close to the sun with this challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, on paper, this should be a mismatch. Look at the names that Triple H has competed against in WrestleMania. The Rock and The Undertaker, Batista and Cena and Brock.
Oh, so are you saying that CM Punk has no chance against Triple H tonight? Because Punk's got a nice list of WrestleMania opponents himself.
Absolutely not. Like I said, on paper, it looks like a mismatch, but you can't judge heart and guts. Love him or hate him, CM Punk has heart and guts in spades. It brought him this far, and you can bet he plans to have it to propel him straight to the main event of WrestleMania tonight.
Well, in this business, plans change, especially when they're up against those plans that are so expertly crafted by a mastermind, the likes of the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H.
But the WWE Universe is making absolutely sure their voices are being heard pretty well right about now.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
The cult of personality, CM Punk, prepared for battle against the game, Triple H.
Not to sound like a broken record, but CM Punk has gotten what he wished for. And look at him. He's going to be overwhelmed here. The voice of the voiceless is going to be silenced by the King of Kings. And he'll have no one to blame but himself. What will he say to the voiceless then?
Well, CM Punk's never been at a loss for words, so I doubt he'd start now. The same goes for him being overwhelmed. Punk has always known this is where he belongs since the first time he laced up a pair of wrestling boots.
These are two men who are going to try to tear each other apart.
Tonight, Triple H is not the COO of the WWE. Tonight, he's an ass-kicking machine.
CM Punk, Triple H, set for one-on-one action tonight. The championship main event implications on the other side of this match.
Triple H looking to dash CM Punk's WrestleMania main event dreams, stating that he's only doing what's best for business. Triple H has served as a proper roadblock for Punk this long. Can he continue to do that here tonight?
Oh, float over Russian leg sweep.
There's a lot to say about these men's thoughts about our business. Who is right or wrong could be a matter of opinion, but I'll admit, most of the WWE Universe certainly sides with CM Punk. Incoming!
Wow! Cross body!
Textbook suplex.
Setting up on the Koji clutch lock. The look in Triple H's eyes. He says it all. Triple H powering out of submission.
And a stop to the gut. And now Punk on the defensive. Can he stop this from being cinched in?
Will it get countered? Yes. Not letting the submission attempt do any more damage here.
Grabbing an item from under the ring is perfectly within the duties of being a manager.
You know, I hate to question Triple H's strategy, but he can't continue to underestimate Punk here like he has been. Punk's proven himself as someone who can overcome the odds when the pressure is at its highest.
And it doesn't get higher than Triple H at WrestleMania. But you're right, Triple H has to know he can't intimidate Punk like he can so many others. He has to know that now's not the time for the cerebral assassin. Now's the time for the ass kicker. The scenes of this battle go back to CM Punk's frustrations with the company. Seeing head figures not listen to the people, not give the best in the world his due.
Yeah, Punk wasn't going to take it anymore. The brass never wanted a guy like CM Punk to succeed, never wanted to acknowledge his cult of personality. And now Punk is forcing the COO to take notice on our industry's biggest night of the year. Drop the knee. Man.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
Oh, she has bad intentions now. Removing the turnbuckle pad.
Inverted DDT.
Counter right when it was needed.
Nice sit-out powerbomb. Using the chair with no caution at all.
No doubt about it. This is just added extreme insult to injury.
Holding nothing back, striking over and over again. There has to be permanent damage being done right now.
Triple H with the pin, looking to end it. Kick out right away by Punk. Still going.
I don't know who's more shocked he just kicked out. The fans, us announcers, or his opponent.
All these counters, it's like they're in each other's minds. Over the top, and the man's awkwardly outside.
And now he's headed out of the ring.
And a series of vicious stomps.
And somehow this fight has found its way right into our laps.
CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Neck breaker.
Focused on weakening that arm.
decides to let his opponent out of the hold.
Might have felt like he was losing a grip and didn't want the opposition to counter out of the submission.
And somehow Punk and Triple H still have enough left in the tank to keep this fight going.
They're two of the most stubborn men in the locker room. We're witnessing that firsthand right now. Weapon in hand saying, I'm up in the ante.
And now he's back into the ring.
Uh-oh, captured. Driven into the knee. Boom!
Capitalizes against the game. And here he is, heading back into the ring.
Has him in the corner, thinking of the next.
Punk pounding away. Now he's going to go up to the top rope. What on earth is CM Punk got planned here?
Punk looking to go for broke. Underhooks both arms. Here we go from the very top turnbuckle. The plunge. There is no coming back from that. Oh, man, this might be it.
2. Punk did it. Punk's going to the main event of WrestleMania.
Here is your winner, CM Punk!
And with this win, CM Punk has punched his ticket to the main event of WrestleMania. Later tonight, vying for the World Heavyweight Championship against Randy Orton and Batista.
Punk can celebrate now, but the worst is yet to come. Main eventing isn't the goal. Winning the main event is.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold over his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention of losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. the winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista!
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
But I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the Animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
Main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania Miracle #1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
Three men competing for the ultimate prize. CM Punk, Randy Orton, Batista. But only Punk had to battle his way into this match by winning a fight against Triple H earlier tonight.
And that's exactly why the #1 question on the minds of this WrestleMania crowd and Punk's opponents is how much does he really have left? Can Punk go the distance against two greats after already dealing with Triple H?
Only one way to find out, and that's in this triple threat match. Orton and Batista have to be rooting for Triple H. They could have collusion on the mind right now, so CM Punk is in for the fight of his life. DDT! No countouts, no disqualifications, triple threat rules. CM Punk in his first WrestleMania main event. A dream come true.
CM Punk has totally defied the odds as far as his accomplishments here in WWE. If he can beat all of Evolution in one night, it'll add extra credence to being called the best in the world.
Is it possible that Batista could just power through both Punk and Orton with his raw animal strength?
It's certainly possible.
There it is. He can end it here.
And the champ does not end it.
Will he start to rally, or was that just a kick out on instinct alone?
And he comes in under the ropes now.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Swinging that damn steel chair without a care in the world.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Come on, this has got way too far. Just stop this already.
Just smashing the face hard there.
And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be...
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into the Anaconda Vice.
I can't believe I'm saying this, Michael Cole.
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
God, Lord, brutally swift.
Cover here. Is it enough? And a shoulder in the air.
Showing that resilience, not an easy competitor to keep down at all.
Samoan drop. And you can tell Punk is still feeling the effects of his match against Triple H. Had the Viper scouted. You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been three titans waging war over the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Scattered. Now can capitalize. Again, Randy is heading to the apron.
He has a kendo stick in hand, and this place just turned into South Swanson Street. Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
And a big question coming into tonight was, are we going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominate? Face first. Setting up.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch.
Fighting the hold might only cost him more here.
Every second causing pain, sapping his energy.
Looking for a crucial escape. Yes, breaking the hold. Saving himself for the time being. No count out as he takes things out of the ring. Face first into the post.
Boom! Oh! Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep!
It just got as bad as it could for the champ.
Got him where he wants him. Up and Guerrero. Action now spilling to the ringside area in front of us here. Counters to gain the advantage. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
Oh, man. Chop block turns the tide on their offense.
From the top.
All the way to the outside. No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull off the miracle tonight, he would become unforced time.
Oh my God! Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive.
Never wanted this triple threat match. Now making CM Punk suffer for it. Bang! CM Punk now connects with a Uranagi and
He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
Randy looking to embarrass his opponent.
What's he open to find down there?
No more missed it. And Punk now lifted.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
CM Punk knows what's at stake here more than anything. He said he wants change in WWE. And if the catalyst for that change means going through the COO and then two future Hall of Famers, and so be it.
What will tomorrow look like if the voice of the voiceless becomes champion?
Stanford will be in a panic.
Maybe, but Bourbon Street would go crazy tonight.
DDT.
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic. For all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that. This one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all hanging by a thread now.
This match was always going to be hard fought, but Punk, Batista, and Orton are refusing to give up any ground.
Some of the best ever throwing.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Going to sleep. That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ. Ooh, that's going to echo in your ear for a bit.
Oh, did you hear that?
What a...
This could be it. He could win it all here.
He's done it! CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And the new WWE World Heavyweight Champion,
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event? It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the US Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night, what's CM Punk walk through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? Or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of here.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
Cena's open challenge elevating the United States Championship, but let's not forget that Punk has set the standard for what it means to be the best in the world. He takes every opportunity he can to prove it.
And that is what's so fascinating about this. Punk just doesn't want to beat Cena. He wants to remind everyone that when you mention the great champions, his name comes first.
If anyone can match John Cena's fighting spirit, it might just be CM Punk.
Yeah, Punk isn't walking into this one blind either. He's faced Cena and beaten him on some of the biggest stages possible already.
And there's some added motivation for Punk here, guys. He is dead set on adding that title to his resume.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
A lot of interesting competitors have answered Cena's open challenge over the past few months. But Punk coming out here might be his biggest showdown yet.
There's no might about it, Cole. This is the biggest challenge yet. And this one certainly feels more personal. Punk has always resented Cena, and for a time he had Cena's number with multiple victories against the franchise.
I think Punk might be a bit jealous of what John's been able to accomplish since winning the title at WrestleMania. Punk's never held the US title, and you know he'd like to win it and become an even better champ than Cena.
Headlock applied and a nice short jab to the bridge of the nose. Boom! DDT! CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, Tag Team champion, World champion, but he's never won the United States title. Guys, how much does CM Punk want this title tonight?
He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are one title shy of a triple crown or grand slam just getting mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John Cena is very dangerous.
This is going to be a close contest. Punk and Cena have such different and effective styles in the ring.
Yeah, every moment of this match is going to be dripped in drama as every near fall could be the one to end it. Can Punk's clever tactics really neutralize Cena's raw power? Or is Cena's heart and fighting spirit going to prove too much for the Second City Saint to overcome? And what does that title mean to each man?
Right to the kidneys from behind. You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world has known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called incoming!
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena. Launching, thunderous splash connects.
Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact. Oh, look at this, just cranking the head. That's gotta hurt. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the greatest champions in history would shy away from.
And said great champions include CM Punk, who defended his world title at nearly every premium live event during his 434-day reign, with plenty of additional defenses on global television. You have to think part of the reason that Punk is doing this is to prove that his reign is still one of the best we've seen this decade.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's out.
And Punk now lifting his opponent up. And back goes to sleep. Can we have a new champ after that?
Looking for the pin. No, they kicked out. The champion kicked out.
I thought we were about to crown a new champ, but I guess not. From the top rope, CM Punk with the elbow.
Punk hit him hard. Cena might be in trouble right now.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
Oh, could this be it?
Gonna slip GTS!
Night-night.
This may be the challenger's moment. The new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is your winner, and the new United States Champion,
Gentlemen, I think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world.
I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best, or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
Away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds,
CM Punk has battled legends at WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
But much like every person in this 100,000-plus crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the big stage.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles.
Styles soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the immortals. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. Phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk.
The Koji clutches. A lot of damage being done with this hold, but AJ's able to minimize it here.
And folks, this match is not just about respect, but also bragging rights. AJ Styles, CM Punk, two men who have traveled up and down the same roads in this business, who both laid claim to being the best wrestler of their generation. Tonight, WrestleMania 32. Styles, Punk, leave it all in the ring to prove who really is the best. Both CM Punk and AJ Styles are known to attract followers, whether it's a club or a society. Each man frequently has backup at their beck and call.
Well, I will thank you for not bringing up the new Nexus, Michael Cole, but I will tell you this much. I firmly believe this match will be a one-on-one affair. When it's a match of this caliber on a stage as big as WrestleMania, you don't want to leave any doubt as to who the better man is, and that doubt sets in the moment that reinforcements come into play.
Neither one of these men are going to hold back in this one, are they?
Absolutely not. And both Punk and Styles got their opponent hot, but powering out with elbows to the face.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute.
Face first. Set up on the Koji clutch lock. Trying to get out of a submission. And does.
Uh-oh, this is not going to look pretty. Submission being applied.
And he very quickly counters.
Calf kick on the money.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Oh, the knee directly into the face.
And AJ only finds himself on the defensive.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings.
Perched up top. A diving knee drop. And are you kidding me? Flying.
Body on body.
Wow.
Fortune favors the bold. These risks could be a winning strategy.
Face first. All set up. He makes the choice to abandon the hold. AJ Styles. Look at the striking combo by Styles.
Phenomenal blitz. CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the same about AJ Styles, Corey. Remember, CM Punk!
Whoa, look out!
However much you think that hurt, I promise you, it was way worse.
Flying ringside with pinpoint accuracy.
Puts him on the table. We know this will not end well.
Boom! Good defense from him.
Styles stepping through.
Styles clash!
Just decimating our announce table.
Decimating a human body. We need medical attention out here. Strong kick out late into the match.
How on earth could he not keep him down for even one at this point?
Taking this to the floor.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Here we go again. He made his point. Concentrate on the match instead of everything outside of it.
Styles telling the audience now to watch him. And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show.
And he goes crashing to the outside. Climbing up to the top. Looking to go high risk.
Up high!
You gotta be kidding me!
Like a heat-seeking missile right on target.
And just as destructive. With an uppercut.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep!
AJ is out, that's it.
he's really pushing. Here we go. Oh, what a splash!
Looking to put this one away.
Two. It's off the pin at two.
Kicking out of that one with everything he's got.
Bodies are bruised, egos are hurt, wills have been tested, and neither Punk nor Styles is backing down yet.
We obviously knew this match was gonna go the extra mile, but
Scoreboard applied to put this one away.
And Punk gets the big win over Styles. You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages. And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get to the front of the line to beat Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
Has gladly accepted the opportunity of Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling grand slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. His chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Now, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing their respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performed at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance.
Face first.
Setting up.
It's locked in. The Koji.
Trying to break the hold and is able to do it. Critical escape there. It's CM Punk versus Kurt Angle in a submission match. Angle's final match at WrestleMania. His final match ever.
Now a move being made. Angle taking over with a submission.
Time to go to school. Figure 4 leg lock. Desperately swinging wildly. Able to break the leg lock.
Ouch.
Neck breaker. He's going up.
First up top.
A diving knee drop. And that kind of attack is Punk's form of respect. This is how Punk shows love.
Stalking from above.
From the top.
Diving double axe handle. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Look out.
And nobody home on that one. Oh, taking advantage with a clubbing blow.
It really feels like this match could come down to Punk's strikes and smarts versus Angle's technique and experience. Who do you give the edge to?
My gut says Kurt Angle, the man who has seen and done it all, but if...
Watch out! Wow! Cross body!
Oh, what an axe handle.
And again, stipulation for this match is a submission match. You can only win by tapping your opponent out.
You know, it was a very nice gesture from CM Punk to request this for the last match in the career of a submission specialist like Kurt Angle.
Come on, Corey. Nothing virtuous about that decision. All just part of Punk's mind games. Punk wants to play Angle's game and be able to say that he beat him at it.
No, it's a sign of sportsmanship. It's like an olive branch being extended. Punk's allowing this match to be like a home game of sorts for Kurt.
Connected hard with the calf kick.
And CM Punk's maintaining the advantage now.
Punk peppering his opponent with attacks. Uranagi into the act.
Not sure what he's thinking, letting go here. Despite what has transpired, leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle, a big win at WrestleMania.
Face first. Setting up on the Koji clutch locked in. He's in a bad position now. Fighting to get out of it. Yes, he makes an escape. Oh, man. Reversal. He saw that coming.
struck with a calf kick. And no matter how we got him, oh, we know what's coming.
Turns that back.
Nice takedown there. Smooth transit.
And the rope straight to hold. Counter by CM Punk. Oh, look at this. Neck break right into the float over. That was pretty. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Oh, just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Uh-oh. Oh, shoulder first. And the ring just shifted. Oh, counters right into the bread basket.
What's it gonna take to win? Ducks out of harm's way. He has hold of Punk. Delivers the suplex.
That one got Punk good. Angle not wanting to go quietly into the...
Angle just punishing his opponent here and slaps on an ankle lock.
CM Punk on the vert. This is a tough submission to be in, but he found his way out.
Face first. Setting up.
The Koji clutch is locked in.
Solid grip on this.
He's forced to tap out. No other choice.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember. Certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget. Forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have the Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on the Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer: Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against the Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link, and tonight it will be the battleground for CM Punk and the Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing the Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and the Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, the Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside Hell in a Cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight the Fiend, you survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with the Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for the Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you can prepare for a wrestler. You can prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for the Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To the Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the devil's playground with the devil incarnate.
You can hit the Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal.
Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, the Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history, the Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should the Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare. But the Firefly Funhouse is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all.
And he can do some serious damage with that table, no doubt about it.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is purely a one-on-one battle.
For a multitude of reasons, not the least of which is the gargantuan cell surrounding the ring. It's nearly impenetrable.
And neither man seems to welcome any allies at this point. The Fiend's transformation seems to have shed any vestiges of being a family leader. And with a match of this magnitude, I don't think Punk wants anyone at his side. Punk wants to prove he can overcome the Fiend without any help.
This might be one of the most psychological matches we'll ever witness in the history of WWE.
The Fiend started laying his groundwork earlier. I know Punk seems like he's unfazed, but
First up top, diving knee drop. Oh, man. Well, according to my notes,
nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects, and now an anaconda.
and he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
CM Punk hoists his opponent.
Oh, GTS. Now CM Punk needs to end this.
And he doesn't even need to swing that kendo stick that hard to inflict a ton of pain.
Kendo stick impact. And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Punk,
Double takedown. Gonna stack them up here. Countered into a new cover. He just might regret this decision.
focused all that power on the spine there.
This is certainly an effective use of a foreign object.
Come on, this has gotten way too far. Just stop this already. The Fiend has no control here.
Punk now with a quick duck under and a Uranagi converts it into...
He lets his opponent out of the submission.
Yeah, but who knows what damage has been done.
Placed into the corner here.
And what we've got here isn't necessarily legal, but it's incredibly effective.
Despicable. That was simply a despicable display we just saw.
CM Punk really trying to up the ante at this point as he climbs the turnbuckles and drags his opponent up there too. Arms hooked up. Oh God. The plunge. The Fiend got caught with all of it. Into the pin. This could be it.
Two. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
I don't know how on earth Punk was able to do it, but he's standing victorious over the Fiend here tonight.
Yeah, but does he really think this will be the end of the nightmares? I think it's just the beginning.
That's a nightmare that can wait until Punk goes to bed tonight. For now, he's just happy to defeat this monster on the grandest stage of them all.
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true, but that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maryse. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maryse will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maryse, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Quiet on the set. Can we please have quiet on the set?
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maryse and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maryse, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maryse are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maryse. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight in only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maryse, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match player.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maryse a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maryse has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder... if we see Maryse put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing the Miz differ from her strategy facing Maryse? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship-caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back.
And a schoolboy catching their opponent by surprise.
Beautiful. Might sneak one. She puts an end to the pin attempt. I wonder why. Face buster.
Well-placed punch, ugly, but effective response.
Just ejected from the ring. Bam! Counter right when it was needed. Boom! Scaling the turnbuckle here.
Blast off! Good Lord! Taking flight.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Fight her own battles, but we've seen in the past that CM Punk will defend his family with every fiber of his being. The Miz, on the other hand, sometimes he makes his wife fight his battles. Hides behind his wife when the fight intensifies.
That's because Miz and Maryse are an equal unit. Why should the man always hold the door open? Or the ring ropes, for that matter.
You call it being equal? I just think Miz can be a chicken sometimes.
Such physicality from AJ.
Loaded. DDT.
The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher, But there's one aspect of this that the
Tag made. Double team coming. Up to the top rope. Way up high.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maryse are about to exit stage left.
and shifting over for the cover.
Wait a minute, setting in. Devastating submission coming.
Black Widow. She had no choice but to tap out.
Here are your winners, AJ and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserved to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by their side every step of the way.
And there's nobody who stands closer to CM Punk than that woman, his wife, AJ Lee. For the man who calls himself the best in the world, that right there is his world.
For Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone.
Truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE greats, crossing through time and space itself, testing out new technology, we've experienced a showcase like no other and had a huge part in how it all ended up. How does it feel? What are you even talking into? I'm not holding a microphone, man. You gamers are weird, you know that? The classics never get old. Seriously, though, you should be proud of what you've accomplished here. Showcase built its name on ideals of honor and legacy and tradition and greatness, and I think I did them all justice here today. When we honor the past, when we keep the names of legends alive long after they're gone, we show respect to them for their own journeys. And here in the WWE 2K26 Showcase, I know we did things a little differently. Hell, there's some people out there that choose to do a full gauntlet instead of taking it one step at a time. Insanity, but that's the point. We only get one go, and if you don't do it as authentically as possible, if you don't do it your way, then why even bother? I built my entire career on that approach. Some love it, some don't, but you can't win them all. And if you try, you will drive yourself crazy. So always do what's in your heart, always. Thank you for letting me do the whole 2K Showcase a little differently. Thank you for always having my back. And thank you for showing that a true underground kid can one day be the most mainstream success, as long as they stay true to themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dog waiting for me.